Good morning, student. In our last video, we have discussed about nutritive component of diet. That's carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Today, we will discuss about non-nutritive component of diet. That is waters, roughes, artificial sweeteners, preservatives. This non-nutritive component of diet does not provide any nutrition, but it is needed in our diet. Waters. Our body consists our body consists approximately 70% of waters in our body weight, and adult person need 2 to 3 liters of waters daily for normal life, and in summers we should drink um, more waters because during summers due to sweating etc, therefore we drink more waters during the summer. And the persons who do more physical workout, they also need more waters, and the waters should be safe, clean, and hygienic. Roughage. Next is roughage, or we can say fibers. Roughage are also known as fibers. It is indigestible portion of food that our body can't digest. Fibers come from the part of plant based food that our body cannot digest. Roughage is essential dietary component that aids in digestions, help in digestions, prevent constipations, and helps to manage cholesterol levels. Most of the vegetables and fruit contains high fibers along with nutritional value. Legumes, nuts, grains, seed also contain fibrous foods. Means roughage. This roughage also known as fibers. This roughage is non-nutritive component of diet. It is indigestible portion of food that our body cannot digest, but it is uh, but it helps to clear the digestive tract, improve digestions. It come roughage fibers come through the plant based products. By consuming vegetables, fruits, and other plant-based products, we take in large quantity of cellulose. Okay, roughage fibers that we get from uh, that give we that we get from legumes, nuts, grains, seeds, etc. Means maximum plant-based products. And next is artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners, artificial sweeteners. These are low or no calories. These artificial sweeteners have low or no calorie and provide sweet taste. And this is usually taken by the dietitian persons as an alternative to nutritive sweet. It provides the taste of sweet. Therefore, diabetes persons take these artificial sweeteners. Many times, packing of foodstuffs for long time required adding of preservatives in foods. For preserving the foods, um, the preservative in packing preservative foodstuffs for long time required adding the preservative in foods. It's have to store food for long time. Preservative are non-nutritive foods and used in the food industry. Good quality of preservatives should be used. Preservatives. Artificial sweeteners are mainly used by diabetes persons as an alternative to nutritive sweet for the sweet taste. And preservatives are usually used by food industry to store the food for long period of time. Next is eating for weight control. A stable weight depend on a balance between the energy you get from the food and the energy you use. When a person consumes more calories than the energy they use, the body store extra calories in fat cells. Or when persons burn more calories than they consume, they will lose the weight and leads to underweight. Fat cells grow or shrink depending on how people use energy. Means the balance stable weight depend upon a balance between energy we get from the food and the energy you use. When we consume more energy, that is when we consume more calories, then we burn, it leads to overweight. And when a person burns more calories than they consume, it leads to underweight. A stable weight depends on a balance between energy you get from the food and the energy you use. Body mass index helps to know whether you are underweight, normal weight, and overweight. Through body mass index, we know whether we are underweight, normal weight, or overweight, and accordingly we can take the diet to gain or reduce the weight. Body mass index is weight weight um, weight upon height square. Weight we should take in kg and height we should take in meters. This is the methods to find out the body mass index, and according to that we can take the diet. And if the body mass index, if the BMI for men and for women, for men, if the body mass index is less than 20, it leads to underweight. And if body mass index is 20 to 25, it leads to healthy range, he is healthy. And if BMI is 26 to 30, it leads to overweight. And if more than 30, it leads to obese, that is overweight, obesity. And for women, underweight, if body mass is less than 90, she is underweight. 19 to 24, healthy range, she is fit and healthy. And if 25 to 30, she is overweight, and more than 30, it is obesity. This is the methods to find out whether the person is normal weight, underweight, or overweight, and according to that we can take our diet. Tips for weight controls, how you can control your weight. First is balanced diet. If you take a proper diet, it helps to maintain your body weight. Obesity person, those who are overweight, they should strictly take a proper balanced diet with less amount of carbohydrate and fat. They should take less carbohydrate and fats in their diet. Eating lot of fibrous food, that is plant based product. Fibrous foods help in digestions. Foods items like fruits, salad, vegetables, etc. are rich source of fibrous foods. Food with high fibers content provides vitamins and minerals to the body. They are low in energy food and thus prevent obesity and also helps in proper digestions. Avoid fat. Avoid fried foods. Direct fat like butters, cream, ghee, animal fats, etc. should not be taken. And for the sake of taste, the only refined oil or mustard oil should be used for cooking. Physical activity. Do a proper physical activity. Do regular physical exercise and avoid sedentary lifestyles, means lazy lifestyle. Do a uh, physical workout so that it helps to maintain your body weights, helps to reduce your weight. Avoid junk food. Junk food junk food is a high calories food. Moreover, it causes many health problems. Junk food like burger, pastry, chocolate, cold drink, candy, etc. This junk food should be avoided. Drink waters. Drink lots of waters. If you take lots of waters, it's prevent from acidity and also helps to reduce stress over the kidney and stomach and helps in cleaning the waste from the body. Avoid spicy food. Spicy foods cause many health problems like disease, illness, disorders of the body, so try to avoid the spicy food. Regular medical checkup. Do a regular medical checkup. Every After every 6 months, have a regular medical checkup. Medicine only by a doctor advice. Take medicine only 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 after the doctor advice, expert doctors, and follow his advice or prescription in case of health problem. Pitfall means dieting. Pitfall of dieting should be avoided. Don't do dieting. Don't skip your meal as it's affect the of an individual. Stop emotional eating. It has adverse effect on mental health of an individual. Avoid drinking. The obesity persons should strictly avoid drinking alcohol, smoking, and chewing the tobacco. These things should be avoided. Meal in small sip. The diet should be taken in small sips after some intervals rather than a big heavy meal. This is the best methods rather than taking the heavy meals at once. एक ही बार में ज़्यादा खाने से अच्छा है कि आप take the diet in small quantity after some intervals. After small sip, take a small diet rather than taking a big heavy meals at once. Follow hygienic habit. Follow the We should always follow the hygienic habit while eating, like washing the hand, fruits, vegetables, etc. Do not fast. Sometimes people not eat do not eat to reduce the fat, to reduce their weight. This leads to serious problems like mm, tinting, convulsions, pain in stomach, headache, vomiting, etc. So avoid doing fasting. Never try slimming pills. Slimming pills means medicines. These are low graded medicines and they are poison to the body. So never use slimming pills. In place of slimming pills, do a physical exercise. The effect of slimming pills can be very harmful to the body. So we should never try any form of slimming pill, medicine or drugs for reducing the weight. Do a proper workout for reducing the weight. First is do a proper workout. Have a proper balanced diet. Take a proper balanced diet. Drink more waters. Avoid spicy food, junk food, fat, and avoid drinking alcohol. Take a hygienic habit, etc. These all are the methods, tips to control your weight. Pitfall of dieting. Pitfall of dieting means what are the disadvantages or dangers, problems of dieting. If you do dieting, what are the dangers or the problems you face. Every individuals want to look attractive, slim and trim. An individual who is overweight want to reduce weight and does steps for reducing the weight, that is avoid skip their meal for reducing the weight. Many times they skip their meals to lose weight. They sometimes take slimming pills, medicine to reduce the weight. This causes serious health problems. This might cause pitfall of dietings are given below. Pitfall of dietings like means dangers. What are the disadvantages, danger of dietings? First, extreme reductions of calories. Persons reduce the diet considerably, which cause low levels of energy. Thus, persons feel lethargic, tiredness, body ache, uh, body body pain, etc. If you extremely reduce your calories, it leads to problems like the persons feel lethargic, susti ana, tiredness ana, body pain, etc. So don't reduce your food, don't reduce your calorie extremely. Skipping meals. People often skip meal. Okay, they don't eat meals, they don't take their diet to reduce the to reduce weight, whereas in next meal they take large amount of food. They think that if they skip the meal they will reduce the weight, but if they skip the meal, in the next meal they will take large amount of food. Therefore don't skip the meal. Low energy diet. The persons take diet without fats and less carbohydrate, by which health is affected, because fats and carbohydrate are also required by our bodies. So never skip the carbohydrates and fats in your diet. Not performing physical activity. People often considers that reducing diet is good for controlling the weight, thus they neglect physical activity, which is equally important for healthy. For reducing the weight, not only dieting, controlling your controlling your food is not important. You have to reduce your you have to do the exercise also for reducing the weight. Starving. Starving means bhukha rehna. Star, mm, Starving causes serious health problems and it is very dangerous. Thus, starving should not be done for long period. Never do starving means ज़्यादा देर तक भूखा मत रहिए. It leads to health problems. Therefore, avoid it. Risks of obesity. Many people's Many people believe that if they eat good diet, they will gain weight. Thus, they become obesity. Therefore, they avoid to eat a good diet, which is dangerous for their health. Stress. Many people's many people's feel and stress that they are overweight, thus go for pitfalls. They take they take stress they take stress that they are overweight, thus they go for pitfall, they go for dieting, which is dangerous. Slim look. Some people think that they will look attractive if they are slim, thus go for pitfalls of dieting. Slimming pills. Sometimes people take slimming pill to reduce the weight without consulting with doctors. It may be fatal, means janlewa. The people use slimming pills, use medicine to reduce the weight, which is very dangerous and also leads to that. So never do slimming pills. Don't take medicines without doctor advice. Food intolerance. Food intolerance, it is that when a person has difficulty in digesting a particular food. In simple words, food intolerance means when an individual cannot digest certain food properly. Okay, food intolerance. Food intolerance. What is food intolerance? Food intolerance means when a persons have difficulty in digesting a particular food. Food intolerance, um, the persons this problem food intolerance arise when a person consume large amount of specific food, whereas less amount of same food can be tolerated and digest without any problem. Food intolerance is often confused with food allergy. However, both are different. Food intolerance leads to problem of digestion. Means food intolerance is the problem of digestion, whereas food allergy is related to immune system. Due to deficiency of immune systems, its immune system. Food allergy is related to immune system and food intolerance is related to problem of digestive system. This problem, food intolerance, arises when a person consumes large amount of specific food, whereas less amount of same food can be tolerated and digested. This is food intolerance. Okay, food intolerance means when a person has difficulty in digesting a particular food. It is this this food intolerance is due to the absence of enzyme which is responsible for breaking down of food elements. Symptom of food allergy. Symptoms like vomiting, nausea, pain in joint, headache, rashes on the skin, etc. These are the symptoms of food intolerance. And food intolerance can be prevented by avoiding certain food products and intake of yogurt. Yogurt product means dahi, consuming alternate food product, etc. The person should meet expert doctor for their food intolerance and follow the instruction as given by doctors or dietitian. Okay, food intolerance means when a person has difficulty in digesting a particular food and it is due to the absence of enzyme which is responsible for breaking down of food elements. And food allergy is when a food allergy reactions involves the immune system. Food allergy is related to immune system. If you have food allergy means your immune systems overreact to a particular protein found in that food. And symptoms and their treatment, how you can prevent the food intolerance. Dieting myth. Dieting myth means kahavat. Myth means kahavat. The first is low fat or no fat diet is good for you. This is myth, kahavat. But the fact is, leading dietitians believe that low fat diets lose weight, but there is no need to follow fat free diet. Cutting down on saturated fat and eating unsaturated fat will help. Body needs fats for energy, tissue repairs, and to transport DEK in the body. Okay, myth, kahwa fat on low fat or no fat diet is good for you. But the concept, but the real is, this is misconcept that low fat or no fat is good for you. The fact is, fat is important to provide energy. Fats help in the transportations of fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K in the body. So, to lose the weight, we cut down saturated fat, that is animal product fats, and eat unsaturated fat, that is plant based product, plant fat. Next is misconcept. Crash dieting or fasting make you lose weight. This is misconcept that fasting make you lose weight. Fasting helps to lose weight only for short time. For long time, it affects the body. Body gain lots of fat when we take, when we body gain lots of fat more than we lost by fasting when we take the diet. So do exercise to reduce the weight. Okay, misconcept is that fasting make you lose weight. If you don't take food, it will leads to lose weight, but this is misconcept. The fasting helps to lose weight only for short duration, but for long durations, but uh, this may be true in short term, but ultimately it can hinders weight loss. Losing weight over the long term burns of fats, whereas classic dieting or fasting not only remove the fat but also lean the muscles or tissue. Okay, so body gain lots of fat more than you lose when you take the next diet. Therefore, do the exercise to reduce the weight. Food eaten late night is more fattening. This is misconcept that food eaten late night is fattening. The diet, food, food contain remain the same whether you eat day or night. The reason is when we eat late night, we don't do any physical exercise. Therefore, fat is stored in our body and leads to weight. Next is slow metabolism. Prevent weight loss. Fact. Studies prove that resting metabolism is directly related to the body weight, whereas metabolism rate increase with high physical activity. Slow metabolisms prevent weight loss. This is misconcept that slow metabolisms prevent weight loss, which means slow metabolisms burn few calories, which means more get stores as fat in the body. Therefore, that is, they have difficulty in losing weight. Fast metabolisms burn more calories quickly. So do exercise to increase the metabolism. Next is vegetarian cannot build muscle. Low fat milk has less calcium than full fat milk. The fact is, skim or semi skim milk actually have more calories because calcium is in water part and not in creamy part of milk. Vegetarian cannot build muscles. This is misconcept that vegetarians cannot build muscles. Vegetarian can also build muscles by increasing the protein in their diet like milk, butters, pearls, nuts, cheese. Excess protein cause overload over the kidney and may cause, if they take excess protein, if they take more proteins, It leads to overload of kidney and may cause health problems. Healthy food is expensive. This is misconception that healthy food is expensive. Again, this is misconception. जबकि store food, off seasonal food is expensive. Those who are off seasonal, it is more expensive. Seasonal food is less expensive. Seasonal food is less expensive as well as healthy. Therefore, eat seasonal food. Only overweight persons need exercise. This is misconception that only overweight person do exercise. Overweight need exercise. This is misconception. Play physical exercise is needed for everyone. It helps to, if you do physical activity, it's help to keep your body, keep our body healthy, physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, etc. Doing physical activity is not only for overweight persons. We all have to do physical activity for the proper growth and development of the body, proper working of our internal organs, etc. Egg increase cholesterol levels, so avoid them. uh, the fact is, there is no doubt that egg are good source of various important nutrients. Even some amount of cholesterol is also required by the body. So if we take egg, there is no ill effect on the health.